Pranam sir. During days of monarchy, people's opinion was totally ignored. Is that right?
No, that is the wrong notion. Of course, the overall ruler was the king, and he enjoyed absolute monarchy. But the society of those days was divided into many castes. The Varna division was there, the sub Varna divisions were also there. And while coming to the problems of the castes of those days, each caste and each community had its own leader. They elected their leader. When they wanted to submit to the king a particular grievance, this leader only would go to the king, not the whole community. So there was a leader for Brahmins, there was a leader for other communities also, similarly. Among Brahmins, there were many subdivisions. Each subdivision had its own leader. So such leaders were elected by democracy. There was no monarchy. While electing such leaders, the decision was left to age-old seniority. Only mature people were allowed to vote for election, not small boys. That's where we are going wrong now. In modern democracy, we say that teenagers can vote. A boy as old as 18, he has a vote in his hands. Just think for a while. A boy of 18, what kind of maturity he will be having? He has not even set his first foot in practical life. He has not completed his physical growth. He is given the freedom to choose a leader for this country. A man with no physical maturity, a man with no mental maturity, a man with no proper understanding of what a society is, he is given the right of franchise. These people who are carried away by fancy people, people who are cinema actors, people who look handsome, people who are sportsmen, people who win the hearts of teenagers very easily, they become leaders. So the first change we must do now is to make the minimum age for voting as either 25 or 30, not before that. A man or a woman is never mature by 16 or 17. You must know what life is. In those days, mature elders were allowed to elect their leaders for their community. Their choice was correct. When such elected leaders went to the royal darbar to argue and discuss with the king about the problems of their community, it was a mature discussion. It was a useful discussion, and right decisions were arrived at. So, this sort of foolproof democracy was prevalent then. So, at the upper meniscus level, there was monarchy, but at the lower levels, there was democracy.